Hey everyone, it's Muriel. So I'm here to share with you two small projects that I created. One is a black, I just painted a mason jar to house my Halloween picks, and the other one is some Halloween ornaments, and I am using the tutorial that Luisa Diaz showed on her channel. She made a waterless Halloween globe, I guess you can call it that. So really quick, let me just show you. So when I saw her video where she painted a mason jar and she altered it, decorated it, and put her picks, Halloween picks inside, I was so inspired to do the same. So I have a number of mason jars in my kitchen cupboard. I tried to find the fattest one, the biggest one I could, and this was the biggest one. And I painted it with some chalk paint by Americana Decor. Looks like this. And I remember a long time ago, Luisa shared with me some chalk paint that she had found over at Tuesday Morning, but I could not find it. So I looked in another area and remembered that I bought this from Tuesday Morning many moons ago. It was $1.99, but it is a really nice black, this is called Carbon, a really nice chalky finish chalk paint. So I painted 3 coats on this fat jar, and I got it just kind of the way I like it. I didn't want any kind of embellishments on it, because where I'm going to put it at, they'll be bent, they'll be falling off. So just wanted a black jar. And I think this is such a great idea because we all share picks and wands during each season, and if we just had an area specifically for them so that they don't get bent and tore up by other things that we add to the jar. For instance, before I had the black jar, I had all these picks in a very small jar along with Christmas picks, along with flowers from the Dollar Tree, and when I saw her idea, I just had to jump on it. So many of the picks that you see here are ones that she shared with me. She just sent me this one in our most recent swap, and like I had this witch pick from 2 years ago. I also had this hand from several years ago. So I think it's just a cool idea to designate a area, a special jar, just for your picks for whatever season you are doing them for. So once I painted the jar, excuse me, I got plastic all over this. I had some ribbon, just some simple tulle, and then another black like a fabric ribbon, and I got that from this container here. I pick these up every time I go to Ben Franklin, which is not close to my house but more closer to my job. They sell these ribbon smoothies, and they are assorted lengths of ribbon that are mixed up. They're only $2.99, but many of the ribbons are Mayart's ribbon, believe it or not. Because you can buy the ribbon there on the spool, and every spool I've looked at is Mayart's ribbon, so it's some really good ribbon. So I got this piece in here. Here's the piece of tulle that I used on the jar, and then there's also this orange polka dot fabric ribbon. So I love getting these, and I think I got 3 this time that I went recently. The other 2 are perhaps downstairs. And then it also had this orange tulle. So that's all I used to wrap my jar with. Really simple, and just added my picks. I did show a picture on my Instagram channel, and you can probably see a better close-up view of it. So I did do that. I'm very happy that that is done. Thank you so much, Luisa. And then many of you recall she made me this adorable water globe. It has this scary skeleton like he's crawling out of the ground, a beautiful orange tree, and then the shaker stuff that she puts in look like really like he's come through the concrete, because the pieces look just like broken concrete. Beautiful ribbon, some bling trim, a cute tag, and then she used a chain that I can hang it. And I am hanging mine on the turn switch to my floor lamp. It's perfect. So of course I had several of these. So I did have two friends that I did not give a Halloween gift to. I made 6 of the witch. And I know I didn't show it, but I made some of those witch feet out the jar like Liz Russell made. I had a different jar and different feet, and I filled mine with some candy, but I only had 6, so that went to, actually I had 6, right, and I went to 6 friends, so the other 2 I needed to make something for, so I made 2 of these ornaments. And let's get a little closer so we can see what they look like. So my first one is a rest in peace cemetery headstone with a ghost behind it, and then I hot glued a orange little tree, and then I put lots of different shaker. I have some sequins and some pumpkin sequins, some bat sequins, just a hodgepodge. And I tied mine, with a gray ribbon. And then I have this chain that I put on top, and it has a tag that says "Hello, my pretty," with some black and white trim. And I wanted to show you where the tags came from. It's from the same collection that Louisa used. It was from Tuesday Morning, but it is from Pebbles, the printed cardstock shapes. And inside there are about 6 different tags, and I'm just using one of those. I keep them in this once I open up the pack because the plastic is broken and I don't want the pieces to fall out, so I just keep them in these iris containers. So that is the one that I made for my friend. And then the second one, a little bit different, and then you can see that I also use some of that bling trim at the bottom. I happen to have some in my stash as well. I thought that really was a great additive to the bottom of the ornament. And then this one here has a pumpkin, and I picked these ornaments up at, I want to say, Joann's a while ago, because I knew I wanted to do something like this. And again, this one is filled with sequins and glitter at the bottom as well. I did make this bow. I am trying out my mini bow dabra that Louisa gifted me, and I made this cute polka dotted orange and black bow. Again, I have the glittered, the sequins bottom, another tag from the Pebbles collection that says "You're my pumpkin." And of course there is the pumpkin inside with some trim from the ribbon smoothie jar. So I have those 2 to gift to my friends, and I thought I would go ahead and use one of these bags. I had 2 of these left. These are the same bags that I used for my other friends, so I thought I would go ahead and put it together. You can see how I am going to decorate it. So let's get some remaining black filler, and excuse me, I apologize for the scrunchy noise, but I'm just going to throw a couple of those pieces down in the bag. Okay, and then I shared on a video that I made these coffin boxes, just something I was doing while I was at my retreat, and they have candy on the inside, like a pack of M&Ms in a plastic bag. So I thought I would give them some candy. So I'm going to put that coffin in there. And then to the one friend, I'm just going to drop her ornament in. I'm not going to label the ornament inside with that tag. I'll wait till I use the tag on the bag. So these bags were last year from Target. They were 50 cents. And many of them didn't have string on them, so forth and so on, but nonetheless I'm going to still work with it. And the tag that I am going to make, or that I have made, comes from this pack here. It's Halloween by American Craft. And the thing with this is it's a nice little tag kit, but the colors don't go with the bag, so I had to alter them somehow. So what you get in here is a mason jar in the back with vellum paper that is stitched around, and you get these spider web, and then you get this orange and purple like label, and then you get some sequins to put inside. So I'll show you what the one I finished, and then we can kind of just make the second one. So here's what I did. I put some shaker stuff in the plastic, in the vellum. I also added some other sequins. I just kind of pulled all that I had. I had some of this glitter stuff that I've had for many, many years from Michaels. And I put in some of the sequins from the Target Dollar Spot. Also some table scatter, which is the pumpkins, the bats, just a little bit of everything I had. Sprinkle of some of this sequins. These are the ones you can get from Michaels that, you know, they have the opening so you can pick out whichever color you want to shake down in your jar or in your pouch. And then I use some of these chunky glitter also from Target Bullseye. So once that got inside, I sealed it with some double-sided tape, and instead of the white spider web, I'm using a silver one. And then I happen to have this tag in my stash. It is from Christmas time. It came with a lot of different tags, and I've used it before, but it had the red ribbon, paper ribbons on the outside, so I thought that would be perfect. And then I stamped it with a stamp from Michaels, Something Wicked This Way Comes. It looks like this is a very old stamp. It's a wooden block stamp, and it is from Studio G, actually. I just tied a piece of lace, not lace, but twine, and the twine is also from last year, the Bullseye spot at Target. And then that's how I changed up the tag. And like I said, I did stick down some double-sided tape so that the vellum is closed and the shaker stuff won't fall out. So now what I'm going to do, because this bag is missing its string, I'm just going to close it like this, put the tag over, and I have these bat paper clips from, I think these American Craft. Let me just look and see. Actually, I think I want that more hanging like that. So there's my bag, how I changed up that tag. The bat paper clips or clothespins are from Pebbles, and I picked these up at Tuesday Morning, I believe last year as well, because I don't think I got these this year. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I put this tag together. Let me just get this paper clip off of here. So we'll put that to the side. And here's my other bag. Again, this one is even missing the tab. So, but you know, what can you expect for a quarter? So there's my bag open. I'm going to put in some of the crinkle paper. This crinkle paper, shredded paper, I found at Target in, not Target, I'm sorry, Michaels, in their $1.50 spot, and it's worked out perfectly. I used one total bag for the packages I packed up last weekend. So there's my bag, and I'm going to place in the coffin that I made with the candy. And then I'm going to place in her ornament, which is the pumpkin one. Okay, so let's get our tag ready. So here is the tag. I've put the drawstring through the hole. Here is the black spider web, and you can see here where I stuck some double-sided tape behind the vellum so that I can pull it off and then close the bag up. So let's just see here. Okay, there's a top there. And we'll just close it like so. Okay, and it's full of its shaker goodies. Okay, now I have a sticky dot behind my spider web. And I'm just going to line that up here. And just press that down. And then here is my little label. Something wicked comes this way. I'm going to pull the tape off of the back. And I have those extra large glue dots. And I'm going to stick that down like so. Okay. So I'm going to close my bag up. Like I got glue on this one here. Looks like it's a full bag full of something, but it really isn't. I'm going to hang that like this. Put my bat clip clothespin on the twine and throw that in the front like that, like the twine showing. And there you have it, my 2 gifts for my 2 remaining friends with tags that I repurposed from the pack of Halloween tag kits from American Craft. So I thank you guys for watching. I feel like I'm on a roll. Maybe I'm starting to get some more energy, or things are just resting and calming down for me. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Let me know if you like this DIY video. And Louisa, thank you so much for the inspiration on the painted mason jar to use for your tags, your wands. I really appreciate and thank you for the inspiration. So you guys, until my next video, you take care of each other. Bye now.